Hello friends and bees and friends who are also bees, and welcome to this week's Dishonored stream. I'm very sorry for the delay with getting started. OBS, either OBS shat itself or Twitch shat itself. I'm not sure which one yet, but one of them decided to have some issues, which is really fun. But hello, welcome. Twitch that's what I want. Come on, there we go, that's better. Had to disconnect and reconnect my Twitch account on OBS, so it's like reset half of my settings, which is great. Anyway, hello and welcome. When we left off last week, we were about halfway through the Brigmore witches, and we just got started. And this week we're going to continue, and I finished that out. I'm just going to get a guide up on my phone. Am I? Sunset. Sorry, I've been listening to Disclosure, which means that I've got magnets stuck in my head. Anyway, it's let's swap over to the GP, shall we? There we go. I'm just gonna double check a thing. That's better. And there we go. Here's this is the thing that we want. It is the thing. I'm not going to move on to Dishonored 2 this week. We're just going to finish off Brigmore Witches. I was thinking of whether or not I'll take a day off next week before moving into Dishonored 2. I haven't decided yet. Also can't really... Oh yeah, we were going to sneak into the Draper's Ward. That's what we're doing. As always, I've been playing Assassin's Creed earlier. Which means I have to remember how to play this game. Oh, come on. There we go. Not got... Nope. It's called writings. Let's get back my mission. I think I just need to be willing to be alive. Ah, we've done that already, so don't worry about it. Okay. What I want to do here is sort of sneak in. And I can't remember how to do that, so you're gonna have to be patient with me. There we go. We can sort of do this.
If you ask me, we should stick to the factory work. like this just...
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Come in, Hatter.
Okay. That's area. Here we go. Destroyed. Okay, yep. We've done that bit already, so that's fine. Please give me
Sir,
some
the
mana.
Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Now we know why they took the engine coil.
The man who runs the Hatters is more cunning than he looks. He can flood this place with a toxic gas. In time, it'll eat through our air filters. You may have to make a deal.
Why would I do that when I can just sit here and hum Omen to myself forever? Right, what have we got? We've got one rune, one bone charm.
Who just went through here? The Empress did. She had Corvo Atana with her. You weren't wearing no clothes. Keep your hat on. I was just asking. Just because you're in charge of the gate, it don't mean the rest of us are idiots. Yeah? Well, since you're such a genius, it ought to be real easy to see who it was. So go check it out. Fine. I don't know why you're worried about nothing.
Nice. Oops. That's what I want to do. What bone charms do we just get? Max health. I'm Gucci. You know what I want? I want a fucking right. There we go. That's the shit right there. Ah, don't worry about it. Dope. There we go.
This whole place has gone to the hound. This whole place has gone to the hound.
Okay. There we go. Runes.
What?
Right. Ha! I can go up here. Fuck. Shitballs. There's somebody over there. really like mana potion. That would just make everything better right now. Jesus, that scared me. Let's see. Looks like Skews ain't coming back from his patrol. Been 6 days now. Don't get me wrong, I ain't grieving because Skews and me didn't see eye to eye on many things, but it makes me sad because he swore he's bringing back a tremendous stash of coins, battle up in the dried out waterway. Figured I'd part from all those coins in a few card games, but that ain't to be. Who knows, if that water ever comes on again, it may just flush them on out. But I doubt it. When you get off duty tonight, we need to drink a toast to all Skews. For a year I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and selecting rats by thousands. Given their rapid gestation cycles, it's possible to breed them for numerous generations. Rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species. Perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. Rats collected in the poorest parts of town and in the slums exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that isn't obvious? I'll continue my research. If nothing else, I'm proof that Sokolov Elixir and Prior's remedy are very effective at protecting others against the plague, if one consumes enough of the things. That's all well and good, but you wouldn't happen to have a, mana I could get, would you? Come on, right. Going to be sneaky, or try to be at the very least. What do those do? Ow. Aha. Ah. Many people there are. Okay. Choke you out. Okay, dump your body up here. Nothing else for me around here. Hi.
Wakefield's miscalculated badly. I predicted this would happen, of course. A man like Wakefield knows we...
My name's Dowd. I'm looking for Lizzie Stride's missing engine coil. I'm giving you a chance to make a deal.
Yes, sir. Very reasonable offer. Geezer here says you're in luck. We only need that engine coil because someone shut off the flow that turns our water wheel. I sent men into the sewers to restore the flow and
Not if you give me mana potions, it won't.
But what stopped them won't be a problem for the famous Dowd, will it? When the water flows, I'll give you the engine coil. Here's the key to the sewer entrance. And it's a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Dowd.
I always laugh at
Hackers will behave themselves.
Mr. Dowd.
As long as you keep your end of the bargain, Dowd.
Placing the powers of pulmonary machine, you'll have precious little time to do so. If you fail to be diligent, Mr. Hat perishes, you'll release toxic gas that will end your life and that of all your fellow Hatters. Have a care. Right.
I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
Heck. Well, how do I get that stupid lab key then, bitch? Here we go. I wish my experiment time is slightly off. Should be fixed immediately. I like to check on my experiments immediately after the bell chimes. Immediate Lily. If this all perfectly timed from the bell ring to the walk to my lab, should be a top priority after you return from restoring the water flow in the servers.
Handwriting, which makes me distrust him.
Sir. Very fair. Benefit the plague of the abundance of unclaimed bodies readily available to the inquisitive medical mind, been able to stimulate gastric function in addition to other organ activity through infusions of oil and the application of electrical impulses. I believe that such treatments could be applied to the living and that it might prolong life indefinitely. When my process is applied to the stomach and intestinal systems, digestion does in fact still occur, though the end product must be evacuated through tubing and processed by my machinery before being recirculated to appropriate organs. This is a tricky solution to come across, as my first inclination was to break food down myself and bypass natural processes altogether. Subject has indicated that he no longer has a sense of taste, but that might be a mercy, given what I'm feeding him these days. Gross. Here we go. Make that. What? Toxin, oxoschlorable raphitis, metallic salts. Okay. Just drink myself back to having mana again real quick. Primary patients are no longer mobile. Loss of bone density coupled with the amount of organ maintenance I've had to perform on a daily basis means he'll be bound to a chair or bed for the foreseeable future. Will this greatly agitate the subject first? He quickly grew too fatigued to offer further protest. Cleared a room close to my lab, but with access to the mills we continued to give orders. After 3 weeks of aggression, yellow shorts have reappeared around the implantation site C. Was holding out hope for a full recovery as the highest concentration of oil was pumped into this site in particular. Lovely. Wonderful. Right. Where does this go? Oh. where am I supposed to put the ingredients? Whatever. Let's get out of here. Please don't attack me. Hi. I'm here to do you a favor, so don't be angry at me. Meow. So this Stride's origins, except that she hailed from Morley, rumoured to be the daughter of a seamstress and a travelling cloth merchant. Stride was forced to flee Morley in her early years after strangling an abusive schoolmaster. She smuggled Smurf out of the city, disguised as a boy, and became a powder monkey on a navy ship. Ruse worked for a time, allowing her to see wonders and horrors that women in society have always been denied. Her high spirit, charisma, and fierceness propelled her to the top of the pecking order in a small shipbound community of children, and they grew loyal to her. Inevitably, her deception was discovered by the ship surgeon when she was injured during a storm. Before the doctor could report her, she rallied her powder monkeys to toss the man overboard. A bloody fight ensued, but their brief mutiny was crushed and many of her followers put down. In the chaos, Lizzie and a handful of loyal boys managed to abandon ship in a skiff. Afterwards, they found employment for a few seasons with a cartographer working along the coast of the Pandician continent to map estuaries. There, the crew of children grew into experienced and savage fighters. With the conclusion of their mapping expedition, the crew sailed back to Bristol. Once in Dunwall, Lizzie and her hardened friends carved a space for themselves in the street culture of the city. The nautical experience had them at home on the Wrenhaven River, a territory previously unclaimed by any gang. Recruited former sailors, pirates, and defectors from other gangs, she took an unlikely lover, a naval aristocrat that arranged for her to carry merchant marine papers, giving them legitimacy in the eyes of the government and allowing her to sail through territory normally restricted to merchants. Some of those powder monkeys from the early years still follow her, helping her pilot their cargo boat, the Undine, up and down the Wrenhaven on smuggling missions. As leader of the Dead Eels, Lizzie has an almost mythic reputation for ferocity. She files her teeth to points, and is even rumoured to have web toes. Her enemies fear her unpredictable violence as much as they despise her. And as much as I love her with all my heart and soul.
I don't have anything to take.
Well, that's good then, because I wasn't planning on taking anything. Not from you, certainly. Just from, like, everyone else. Right. Need to get out of here. First. All of that is mine.
Picked up anything good? Shut up!
Rude. Oh, don't worry about it. Whoops. Up we are. Come on, there we go. Right. Let's go. People fear the sewers, since most who enter are not heard from again. Oops, don't do that. How rude. That's better. Right. me alone, meow. Okay. Guess that's the way to go. Unless, what's over this way? There's a room. And then 2 bone charms. Okay, right, let's go back to that one later then. Now it's here to it's down here when it's at home.
Hello, I think I can walk if you'll just help me up.
Absolutely not. I wonder if I can just knock her out. Roger and a few others went up ahead to the water control station to see why the water flow stopped. They haven't returned. Been reports of strange noises, and a few of our new workers fled for the exit. Somebody doesn't come to relieve me soon. I'm leaving this place. I'm writing this so you have on record that I didn't not just abandon my station without cause. You got it. That's much easier. Fuck.
The gangs are at each other's throats. Dowd is mired here. You'll have the time you need. And the portrait of the girl, is it? Excuse me, my lady. You're right. I should not have asked.
Right. Sup?
Dowd. Lurk told me you wouldn't give up. Even as she knelt before me and gave me all your secrets. I know what you're doing, Dowd. I know what that mark on your hand is. Just like the one on mine. I know everything you can do, and it won't matter. 4 of us chosen, but history will only remember one. Delilah.
Wonder who the third is.
If they
Dowd,
remember any of us.
Corvo, Delilah, and one presumes later on, Emily? That's better. There we go. Right. Up we hop. Here we go. What was it? Okay. Right. get out of here. There's nowhere this way. That looks... Aha! No? Aha! Aha!
Someone's coming.
Fuck. I'm gonna reload though because I fucked up and I missed I'm gonna reload because I fucked up and I missed. TLDR. Right. Here we go.
Someone's coming.
Yeah, they are.
Sisters, over here.
God, I'm annoyed that I missed. Anyone else? Nope, you're asleep. Nice, what one was that? It looks nice, the Void Surge, but I'm not a hundo P. Okay.
Her little ritual is all said and done.
Why?
Don't be dense. She's afraid of us. When the change comes, she'll only want the weaker sisters nearby.
That makes no sense. Our power flows from Delilah. Without her, we'd be reduced to dancing under the moon and parlor tricks. You must be wrong.
Why else would she put us here, right in his path? I wish he'd hurry up and come already.
Wink. Okay, so there's one there. One there. I hate that they have ability to teleport. It really fucks a lot of my plans up.
Is the new sister settled in yet? Will she last, I wonder?
I wish I knew.
Right. It's one out the way. Okay, and where's 3? Nope, they're a Weeper. That's fine. So is it just... Oh, and then there's that dude. He's just hanging out though. Stick the wrench to water control. Okay, so I have to go hang out with the Weepers. That's great. What does that control? Use the venting system until the fan motor's replaced. Thing nearly came off its drive shaft. Okay, right, I see. I need one of these. Go. Bung this in there. Hop over here. Do this. Do that. That up. Plop. Here we go.
You're putting it together, aren't you? It's not easy. Delilah's exceedingly bright. Her coven is rising, with her as the night star to guide them.
Not for long.
Change is coming. And Delilah has a plan. But do you, Dowd?
Absolutely
and I
not.
don't mean stealing an engine coil or slitting an old man's throat. You're charging upriver, and I do believe you'll make it. But what will you do with what you find there?
Not much is my guess. But hey, that's how it be. Can I afford anything? Shadowkill and Bloodthirsty accepted. No. Cool, whatever. Let's get out of here. Don't get stuck. Right. I see. me. Ah! Smash, 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 smash. Please leave me alone.
That should get the water flowing. Now to go get that engine coil.
Nice. Right. Oh. There we go. Right, F5.
I doubt you'll be needing this again.
Get new spanner, river cross the old one, check water flow control for Trimble, hopefully no rats. Looks for oxygen in the canal, Maggie likes road. Give Maggie my lucky key in case she needs to steer her gear in my apartment this week. Can I can swim under here. Neat. Right. And one up you get. Where am I going? Up here, that's where I'm going. Okay. This is just the way I came before. Okay. I'm gonna have a quick Google. Finding page. Right, okay. Oh, sorry, I just accidentally smacked my mic there. We need the combination which the nurse can give us. So, nothing doing at the moment. Right. There we go. Cool. Right, let me out, meow. There we go. Hi.
Don't make me take that away.
Ha. Surprised if you could do anything. Oops. Up is the way that I need to get. And what's around here is not much. Means that I'm missing a rune somewhere.
What are you looking at?
Here you go.
It's done. But I don't think you'll see your men again.
Caesar says a deal's a deal. The code is 238.
238. Right, remember that one. Mechanic into the sewers. If we do that, they will probably kill us. So let's not do that. Two, 3, 8. Word flow. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Chunk of metal wiring. If this gets me closer to Delilah's throat, so be it.
That's me. Right. Okay. Well, I don't know where that last rune is. So let's get out of here. It's also, I know, not a rune, but a steal stuff from them while we can, right? Right. Let's get out of here. My arm really itches. I may as well say I'm going to be humming Ow! What? Rude. Tell that thing not to attack me. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
No fighting. Wonder how long that'll last.
For 3 seconds. That's my guess. My guess? Okay, it's fine. Boing. Hi.
It feels weird, not fighting them.
More time for business. We need to start moving goods again.
Go to the riverfront. I'm guessing my last tunnel is allowed past corrupt peoples. Right. It's not showing up anywhere. What the heck? Whatever. Here we go.
You are an endless source of
you guys attacking me? Why are you fighting me? What have I ever done to you?
But now what?
I guess I shot one of them accidentally. Right. I wonder if, are you allowed to like... Hi.
Here's a surprise. The job's done and the fighting stopped.
Dope.
Please, do the honors down. Fire up the engine from the bridge.
Let's go. I didn't get all the collectibles, I don't think, but that's okay. Yep, why the fuck's that last bone chomp that I've missed then? Mystery. Well, unfortunately, one of the butlers at Brigmore Manor was rumoured to be a smuggler and a thief. Really annoyed that they saw me. Delilah and the Coven are planning something that threatens everyone across the Empire of the Isles. Infiltrate the ruins of Brigmore Manor and stop Delilah.
The Brigmores were an ancient family, bankrupted a generation ago. Since then, the manor has housed 2 street gangs, a smuggling ring, innumerable rats, and the Brigmore witches. I'd always left them alone, but now a painter named Delilah had taken up witchcraft and formed a coven. She was trying something. A ritual. But what kind? The outsider knows. I cannot abide a mystery.
Wheel, wheel, wheel. Yep. Dope. Right.
I scouted, sir. They've locked the front, and I've seen evidence of snares. Also, maybe it's nothing, but I spotted several statues of the woman
It's
Delilah.
definitely not nothing, so don't worry about that.
I don't know what it means, but I thought it was worth mentioning.
It means trouble.
Thanks.
Anything else?
They're getting in and out of the house somehow, but I haven't spotted it.
I'm
Sorry,
really
sir.
itchy.
Best I can do.
Good enough. I'll take it from here.
Okay. I don't know if that will ruin my clean hands. I'll be very annoyed if it does. 2 rooms and 3.
Strange doings, sir. I
Yeah,
killed
no.
a hound in the yard.
I
and
saw
he got
that.
straight back up and went for me.
I
had
saw
to
that.
crush its skull, to be sure.
Don't worry. Seriously, do not worry about it.
I hope everything is in order, sir.
Thanks, dude. Oops. I'm gonna start by going for this one. Okay. What's that give me? Dismiss beyond all visible. I'd really rather not, thanks. Come on, up you get. Anything else? Fuck did this crust go? There it is. Okay, up you get. Okay, now. There's a rune there. Here we go.
You must be frightened. Show yourself, little toad.
I'm really annoyed by how much damage those things do. No, open, open, open. Open the safe, come on. What's the reason for all this nonsense? Drop you off. Just gonna move your body slightly. Now. 3 bone shovels. One must be outside. One's there. Where's the other one? Somewhere over there. Oh, that's a doggy that I'd like to avoid if possible. There it is. That's absolutely definitely what it is. Okay. Right. Fuck. Okay. Shall I have to get that one another way then? Nope. Okay. That didn't work. Right. Hounds of Brigmore will hunt you relentlessly unless you can discover their secret. Yes, no, I know what their secret is. Okay. It's not working. Right, I'm gonna try. Never mind, that didn't work. Right. Ah, please get up. There we go. Okay. So there's that one. Ah, come on, just stop it. There we go. One over there. on, up you get. There we go, that's what I wanted. Are there any humans around here? That's better. Bone charm there and a bone charm there. Not sure if I can. Oh, there are so many of them. It's an easy way to. Try something. Almost definitely won't work. Here we go. Never mind, that didn't work. I really miss Assassin's Creed's the things in Assassin's Creed you can use to make people.
Come to me.
No, don't worry about it. I'm not anyone. I'm no one. Bitch, you should be able to get up there. Sorry, I'm just gonna be here like just gonna be here singing to myself for a bit. No, you fool! Don't do that. Okay. Can I wonder if I can do that? And up we get. Glub glub, I guess. Isn't exactly what I wanted to do.
I heard something.
Come out, dear. No.
Right.
No.
Might as well go from here, I suppose.
Down, down, down. I grow sick of this assassin. The other sisters speak of him with a shudder of awe in their voices, like stupid schoolgirls.
Don't worry about or this.
Jesus, I hate those stupid. Fuck off. I hate you so much. Gross. Nope. Right. Just the one. Let's hop in here and we'll pick that one up afterwards, I guess. Delilah Covenant planning summit threatens everyone across the Empire of the Isles. They infiltrate the ruins of Brigmore Manor and stop Delilah. Boy howdy, I sure am trying. Right. There's so many things. Right, there's a rune there, there's a bone charm there, there's a bone charm there, and a corrupted charm there.
And I thought the flooded district was run down.
No, whoops.
And I thought the flooded district was run down.
I hate it so much. I hate that they can teleport so much. Now that the painting is finished, I'll sit in the young lady's Emily's skin and wear her face like a mama's mask. Havelock and his lick spittles will put the child on the throne, but it is me they will be crowning, Delilah, the kitchen girl from Dunwall Tower. They call me Sokolov's apprentice, but whose paintings reach through to the spirit? Mine. They will never know their blunder, but I will be sure to whisper it in their ears at their executions. My followers will bear their lantern to the gallery in order to open the way to the void. There I will use the painting to complete the ritual. My warp into Emily's flesh must be undisturbed. The ritual has other uses, which I'll explore over time. Any image made by my hand could serve as the focal point for the spell. I would imagine one of my enemies as a still life, imprisoned in a bowl of fruit without amusement.
So Delilah wants to use Emily to become Empress.
Please pretend I didn't absolutely fuck up the, Words are difficult. Please pretend I didn't absolutely fuck up the stealthy. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Please. Dope. I'm gonna be really pissed if it turns out that this breaks my cold hands. Come on, up. Up you get. Climb. Climb, you fucker. Skulls everywhere. So I'm going to try and go this way instead. Unable to extract much from this one. He was well trained. Feeding him his former companion listed mostly useless sounds and mess. I'll try again tomorrow unless he becomes violently deranged, in which case I'll have little choice but to put him down. Charged with surveillance of the Mutterhaven district and surrounding estates. Travel there immediately and report all findings to the Office of the High Overseer. If any signs of organised heresy are uncovered, send for additional support. Do not attempt to handle the situation alone. Remember the strictures and you will not fail.
Brother,
What happened to you?
I denounce the oracles. The oracles. They saw. The Corwin girl is the key. The girl in the painting.
Where's Delilah?
Anyone else? Nope. Well, you've been really annoying. While travelling in Sincrest, which is of course within your purview, I came across a matter that demands your attention. My brothers and I were using the overland route from Calera to Kanaka, escorting 2 of our sisters from the oracular order as you requested months ago. My apologies for the delay. I oversee Campbell is a busy man, as I'm sure you understand, and sometimes such deployments fall to the wayside as his mind is devoted to some immediate concern of higher in part in our struggles against the outsider. Halfway to Kanaka, a caravan stepped on a lake-side town where we learned that a man had been recently murdered. Initially, this was no cause for our involvement until we heard about some of the things found in his keeping. Red wax candles that we suspect were mixed with ox blood, clippings of hair, and a painting that hung over his kitchen table, depicting a small girl child carrying 2 dried leaves. I need not tell a man of your wisdom that these things were of concern, but other clues confiscated at the site were far more serious. The victims find the appointed rooms were located on the top floor, looking down over the lake. He was a merchant of some means, and from what we found, it's clear that he was trafficking in heresy, attempting to buy an occult charm constructed of Whalebone. What makes this case different is the man was not attempting to purchase some superstitious tailor's carving from bygone days. Here we have a situation where a private citizen and a functioning member of society commissioned the creation of a new artifact aimed at a specific purpose. This offering this service, from what we can tell, we're attempting to craft a new charm from shards of older Whalebone talismans. Vice Overseer, we believe that this new artifact was damaged in some way, creating a rift between buyer and seller which resulted in murder. From what we've gathered, the item possessed some occult power. It also seemed to come at a cost, however, afflicting the bearer in several unwanted ways as well. Whether the individual occult responsible for the creation of the corrupted bone charm made it that way deliberately, or whether their capabilities proved somehow inferior, is not yet known at this time. This occurrence matches other such stories from across the Isles, as a cultural generation has grown more accepting of heresy, even taking delight in the tales of witchcraft found in their adventure stories. This is the result. Not even those with no real connection to the void are attempting to devise their own disgusting rituals and talismans. Such corrupted bone charms and fractured rings could be even more dangerous than the original artifacts, as impossible as that may seem. As I must now journey to Dunwall to take up my next assignment, I leave any further investigation in your capable hands. However, I've left copies of this letter with several outposts along the way to Kanaka and ask any lord to the Abbey who come across these words, if they have the time and means, copy them for our brethren and for those over whom they watch. The merchant is dead, but those who crafted this corrupted charm still walk the land, roving feet. Our worries are not overzealous imaginings, as some will claim, but represent very real danger. As you'll agree, these matters should be of grave concern to anyone who wishes to keep our land free from the curses of the void. Oops. Wrong button. Need to work away upstairs. Wonder if I can.
Are you brewing me? One of my dear sisters has wandered away from me.
Oh, how's she now? Don't get stuck, you fool. There we go. Fuck. Did me a startle. louder than intended. Right. Here we go.
Watch for his shadow. Listen for the heels of his boots. He is here, I tell you.
Okay. Want to get as much money as physically possible at this point.
For sure. Then the warehouse.
Because one day I want to get the achievement that is enough to run away, which is if you finish this off with over 10,000 coins. Ow. Don't worry about it. Ow. Fuck. That's not the way to do it.
Sisters, over here.
What? How did you find me? Ah.
Lay down, my burn to ashes.
Sounds vaguely rude, that does. Don't want to. I must have accidentally saved after triggering that.
Come out here. It's no use. Oh, I'll find. Now there you.
I wanted to get up on the Hydra's back. No, I wanted to get up on the thing. I've sort of given up picking up the last runes because at this point it really doesn't matter. Let's see if I've got I've got 6 runes. Do this.
I'll find you.
Maybe let them do the hard work for me.
Come out now.
Right, how many are there? There's 1, 2, 3. How many of these have I got?
When I find yes, I heard you.
Wrong way. I wonder if I could distract them all. Yeah, but I could. Climb up here. Let's see.
You're going to suffer when I find you.
Come out, dear. It's no use.
That didn't work. Right.
We'll find him. We always do.
Anyone else around here? Just 3 of you? Ow. Right. Let's loot the shit out of this place. Brynhild came to me last night while I was in my studio in the West Wing, finishing the ritual painting of the anomaly. She informed me that one of her gods allowed herself to get caught and interrogated at Coldridge. Nevertheless, it seems Dad is oblivious to my plans. Really? Not for much longer, though. In we go. Into the void. Right. Brigmore witches. Delilah. Non-lethal. Here we go. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay. Lethal. Right, I see.
You have many talents, Dowd, and they've served you. Delilah's talents are quite different.
Yeah, they are.
She creates images, but she does more. She captures spirit. She insinuates her will into her subject, whatever it is. We're witnessing her masterpiece, and perhaps yours as well. I gave you Delilah's name, and you followed it to this moment. You see now what hangs in the balance. Emily's life, Delilah's ambition, an empire in the act of crumbling. In your long life, I've rarely seen you act with such consummate grace. I give my marks sparingly, and I don't play.
Sure you don't, buddy.
But I will watch this with unusual attention.
You definitely don't play favorites, right? Let's do it.
The void. Time to see what you've really got, Delilah.
We've got one sleep dart. We're gonna have to use it carefully. We got.
Is that why you can't face me? No! My painting! Where is it? I know you. Show yourself!
Okay. Okay, they can be avoided. I wanted to try and work this out because there's a way to like. Never mind.
Piercing eyes.
The last.
Okay. I forgot I've got pull.
Are you afraid of me, Dad? You should be.
Hop. Right. Never mind. Wonder if I can... This is not the way to do it, teleporting in and out like that. Wonder if I can...
This one has talents. Scream if you see him.
The last part of Delilah's ritual. It's gibberish. Unless I finish the other ritual steps first.
And then we'll pull your
Are all
skin.
artists narcissists?
Probably. Right, what's the ritual steps? Into the gallery.
I know it's you. No one else was even close to find it. Where is it? Down. I know you're here. Show yourself. Are you hoping I won't let you take this from me?
How do I... What? I'm so confused. Okay. Doctor. Tendrils. I'm gonna try something. See if I can... Here we go, right. Ah, piss. Didn't mean to do that. Right. Yeet. Pick this up. Back over this way.
Emily Caldwin, daughter of Jessamine Caldwin, heir to the Empire of the Isles. I call out to you from the void. I call
The last part of Delilah's ritual. It's gibberish.
Shells,
Unless I finish the other ritual steps
Azurite,
first.
Viridian Vial. The tones of your doubt. Well, you've lived up to my expectations. Creeping in like a mouse. The mouse of Dunwall.
That's me.
I must say, I'm surprised you came this far. You're the one who gave me this chance in the first place. I thought I might see the Lord Protector pop up at the last minute. But never you.
I suspect Corvo's busy.
Are you doing this for Emily? Don't bother. You killed her mother in front of her and sold her to a gang of murderous
I'm well aware
crooks.
of that. Don't
You
worry.
think she's fit for the throne?
God, I wish I want to make those robes
The
so
girl
much.
Emily Caldwin will have the mind of Delilah the First, who did not inherit everything she got, but came to power through the force of her own genius.
Your genius couldn't keep me from reaching you. It won't save you now.
Oh. Who have your victims been, Dowd? Civil servants? The housekeeping staff? Drunken boys on watch duty and frail old aristocrats? None like me.
I haven't had any
Your
victims.
mother should have taught you not to anger a witch. I'll kill you!
Okay, never mind.
daughter of Jessamine Caldwin, heir
Are
to
all
the Empire
artists
of the
narcissists?
Isles, I call out to you from the void. I call you with ochre from Morley, carmine beetle shells, zirconin lazurite, viridian bile. The tones of your flesh I tempered with Pandician chalk.
Can't remember how to do this non-lethal, so...
Spun the fabric of your dresses made this canvas. I made my brushes from the hairs of your own scalp.
That's really horrible.
Emily, you cannot ignore me. My power is too deep. My reach too long.
Okay, here's what we want to do. I'll hop back up this way. Save.
Brush touches paint. Brush touches canvas. Brush touches void. And now I see you, Emily Caldwin. I breathe your breath. I can feel what you do. The bright mornings in the pub. I feel the cold night air of the ruin where you sleep. And the stink of the river. Image strikes the eye.
Do you now?
Eye touches the mind. Mind touches the void. I feel your love for Corvo Atana and your lost mother. For your caretaker, Callista. I feel your fear in the night. Your hunger to learn. To become someone important. My hunger too. My fear. You are becoming mine. We are nearly finished. Close your eyes, Emily. Sleep forever. Feel the void open beneath you. Make room for me. Give in to me, Emily. Give in to me now. Paint flows. Blood flows. Life goes. Out with the old, in with the new. You've lived in these bones long enough, sweet young girl. Finished. It is complete. I am... What's happening? This is all wrong! What
Have fun.
am I becoming? Outsider's blood. Is this some trick? Gold!
Enjoy. I don't think I've got the achievement for this that I don't think I've got any of the achievements here that I wanted actually, which is annoying, but hey. Okay. Well, you know what could be worse? And I've got clean hands. Phew. Dad's tales will be whispered in the underworld for many years to come. Delilah's thought has ended. You've made your choices.
No one
Come
will
what
ever
may.
know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the empire.
Yeah, she will.
Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes. I have one more surprise for you. I asked for my life.
This is very
But I
dramatic.
killed your empress and took her daughter.
Given that all I did was put him to sleep and leave him be.
Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands. Make your choice.
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation, all with consummate care and skill. How you saved Emily Caldwin, daughter of the Empress, first of her name.
Surely
and no one
that's sort of
will
what you
ever
want
know.
as an assassin,
But
is
how
for
does
people
it
not to
end
know.
for Dowd, the hired killer, the murderer, the savior of the Empire? It's up to Corvo now.
I mean, in my playthrough, I put him to sleep with a sleep dart and let him get on with his life. And that, lads, is the Brigmore Witches. A DLC that I desperately wish was longer, because I really like it. I'm kind of annoyed at myself I didn't get all the collectibles, but hey, that is just how it be in this bitch of a world. At some point I'll play this, I'll get High Chaos. There's like 3 achievements from here you can get. One is for getting at least 8 of the favours. One is, well, the 3 achievements here that I haven't got yet. One is getting at least 8 favours, one is ending this with High Chaos, and one is ending this with at least 10,000 coins so you can run away. And I wanted to get at least one of those and I didn't get any of them, so that's okay. I also, much to my annoyance, didn't get Clean Hands or Cleaner Hands. Or indeed, Cleanest Hands. One day. I'll have to do this, or if I do it on High Chaos, get my Favours achievement, then do it Low Chaos, try and go for Silence's Golden and Cleanest Hands, and try and get the 10,000. I suppose if you finish this on High Chaos, probably Corvo kills you, and then it's like, well, shit. I just realised, much to my annoyance, there is a very good chance that you've been able to hear my washing machine all throughout this stream, and that's really annoying. But anyway, it is a little bit early, but I am going to end things here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. It is very much appreciated, and I do hope that you enjoyed. I will be streaming Destiny 2 tomorrow, where we're going to be doing the last bit of story in the Dreaming City and continuing to basically clear up all the stuff we have left over before Season of the Forge. Tuesday will be Final Fantasy XIV, where we're going to be continuing the story of Shadowbring's on our Shard, starting with the next dungeon, which is Katana Ravel. Then on Thursday it'll be Higurashi When They Cry, Tatari Goroshi, where I'm pretty certain we've got the festival coming up soon, so that's exciting. And also we've had a pretty nasty character introduced, which is bad. Then next Saturday I have not decided yet. I may take a break or I may start Dishonored 2. I'll decide tomorrow, probably. But either way, take care everybody, have a wonderful evening, do look after yourselves, and I shall see you guys tomorrow.